He can make his opponent fall asleep with one kick. His unreasonable fist can break any opponent's defense. He can make his opponent blind, and his body can't move. His staff and medical staff immediately carry him to the hospital for treatment. His terrifying, destructive power can't satisfy his wildness in the Japanese boxing ring. So he came to the Chinese boxing ring in 2017. He wants to dominate the Chinese boxing world. With his long-standing fighting style, he was defeated in the Chinese boxing world in 3 years. Many fighters were afraid to fight against him. He is the Japanese boxer, Toshio Ike. He is also known as the star of the Chinese. He won 9 fights and 9 wins in a row in the Chinese boxing world. So Toshio Ike didn't care about the Chinese fighters at all. He said that it was easy to beat the Chinese fighters. He didn't even need to use his strength. Facing such a fierce Japanese fighter, the Chinese boxer came to the stage to fight. He must avenge his opponent. So he came to the Chinese boxing ring. Zhu Shuai is a new generation of Chinese fighter. Once he met Japanese fighter, he was like a chicken. His power was increased from 50% to 200%. Let's see how Chinese Tiger will fight against Japanese Tiger. The battle started. At the beginning, Japanese fighter showed his strong desire to attack. He attacked first. The blue fighter is the Japanese Tiger, who came to the stadium to play. The red team's player is the Chinese player who came to revenge. He gave the ball to the Japanese player, but the game was not a free kick match. The free kick match was in March. The Japanese player had to make a lot of defensive moves. The Japanese player was trying to counterattack. Unfortunately, the referee did not allow it. The Japanese player was trying to counterattack. The Japanese players were almost defeated by the Japanese players. The Japanese players hugged the Japanese coach and the referee. The Japanese players went up to the stage and warned the Japanese players. If they did that again, they would be deducted. The Japanese players were a little bit nervous. But after the match, the Japanese players became a huge stadium. The Japanese players were training in the stadium. The Japanese players won 9 out of 9 matches in the 50. He is aiming to win 10 in a row. We are not jealous of the Chinese player. The continuous hits are a threat to the Japanese player. In the men's team, the Chinese coach, Chong Daochun, used to focus on defending when they play against foreign players. But not anymore. They will study the opponent and come up with a detailed strategy. We can see that when the Japanese players are attacking, Zhu Shuai is always one step ahead. This not only eases the Japanese players' attack, but also effectively counterattacks. The Japanese players are so confident that they can't gain any advantage in front of Zhu Shuai. I think the result of the match is the judges saw the 2 people who were holding their arms.